This is up like off of the Pearson exit. I don't remember if it was, I think it's Grant, 4525 104th Street. They have an oak tree on the other side of that barn, that a double trunker. The one side split into the woods, and then it's kind of rotting, and it's got bark peeling off. It's alive, but it's not great. And then back behind the house on the left corner, we'll visit a couple of smaller white oaks, one dead, one declining. This is right off the street here, and my game plan is as follows. The bucket truck would go down to the end and can sneak in by the tree over there. This is nice and wide open. I think they kind of like this is designed, like they have some ways to access. Oh, I just noticed primary power lines, but I think we're going to be okay. Crane comes in through here. She told me that any cars around can get moved. It seems like maybe her husband's like into some kind of off-roading or something. I don't know, but she said they can all be moved. So obviously these would be, at least this car would be gone. That's the half that fell. That's the part that they want down. Like it's that tree right there. The leaves right here are from the small white oak. Primary power lines are pretty far away. I don't think we're gonna have any issues there. So Ed would set up right up on the tree pretty much. It's got lean because the other side obviously was taking up that airspace. Haven't seen any poison ivy as I've been walking around, but seems like a property where I'd keep my eye open for that. It's really just like two main branches, the one that starts here, and then there's one that shoots on the other side of that oak tree. But I think you're all over it. The only tough part will be where do you set down, because I think it's probably gonna have to be on the other side of the barn in the driveway, which will be blind for Ed. But we could also tell him we want those cars moved and open this right up. This is where I thought we would sneak the bucket truck in. So you'll have to look up from here a minute and kind of see how with this white oak here, it forks, and there's like one side on this side of the tree and one side on that. And that's why I think it's worth putting the crane back there as opposed to here. I think you'd have to set it up twice because of that white oak tree. And the bucket truck can sneak through here. I told her we might need to cut this stump flat. But then I also talked to her because this is possibly like a leave all debris kind of job. I think in my estimate I'm going to say that we chip some of the brush to keep the work site clean, or send a loader in the bucket truck and then just tell them we're going to like move stuff off the drive, like show us an open area where we can put it, maybe all just underneath the primary power lines for now, but still got to move it. And when that came up, I also talked to her about this. So we're going to need this gone before we would come, because I thought sitting right behind the tree, on the back side, can't see because of the sun, but I think this is the best bucket truck setup. So anyway, moving along, that's one project in and of itself. And I contemplated on how to attack these guys in the back left corner. The drain field is out there. It's like the whole side of the house. But I think that if we were to set the crane up in this area, like at the front left corner of the house here, they're not too far away. We can reach it all. But she did say this path was kind of built in, where they told them if you had to bring equipment around, go this way, and then just hug the outside edge here. And staying, like they pointed out these patches here, like stay outside, kind of hug the wood line, so we could get a bucket truck to it. This one's a little further away, but you could pretty easily piece that apart with a bucket truck. So yeah, this is feeling like this is too much to tackle for one day. But maybe we can work out like a, and actually I already put an orange dot on that tree, but I did mention to her, like, why don't you just cut the dead branches off and then the house is safe. So I might actually change the estimate and to that. And then this one, I thought with the crane, it's not very big. It's like 16, 18-inch diameter, and there's no top to it. I thought you could string it up with 2 to 3 slings and then just come down and like cut high from the ground, but just reach up a little ways and cut a little high, throw a butt rope on it. But that one too could get pieced out with the bucket truck. I think you'd probably get high enough in it to where you could even just snap cut and then chunk logs down into the wood area. And I think that's it.